The Podcasting Dead is available on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Make sure to subscribe for more podcasts. And while you're at it, drop us a like. If you want to help support the channel and have access to extra content, secret contest, and more, make sure to search for us on Patreon. Patreon.com/thepodcastingdead.
Happy Monday. We are here to talk about The Walking Dead. I'm Justin.
I'm JP.
And we are, well, The Podcasting Dead, as that nice gentleman said at the beginning of the podcast. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for being a part of the conversation. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, the like button helps us out a ton. From what I hear, according to other YouTubers, if you are perhaps watching or listening to this on YouTube, algorithms are all jacked up, so I think every little like helps. So give us a like if you're so kind, and even if you're on iTunes, leave us a review, like any of that good stuff. Anyways, let's talk about The Walking Dead, and I think we got a few things to talk about today, including the Rick movies.
Yeah, I've been hearing some word out of Scott Gimple. Apparently, at least the first movie is going to be strictly theatrical. It's not going to be like The Irishman, where it's like in theaters for a week and then it's on Netflix, or in this case, AMC.
That's what he told you.
Yeah, this is going to be something you got to see in theaters, and I guess the success of that will dictate what they do with them afterwards.
I think I had read they want all three to be in theaters if they
sure
can.
They do, yeah.
You know, but Scott Gimple was saying something to the effect, and I'm paraphrasing, of that, it was much harder. Like the movies, well, I'm not going to say necessarily, it's harder for them going from show to movie.
Yeah, it's a whole different animal.
But that movies are a whole other animal, and that, to fill that hour and a half, 2 hour time slot with quality content but that they wanted to do right by the viewers. Mm-hmm. And I don't know that I trust Scott Gimple to do right by the viewers. I mean, this is the same guy that has made some of the most, I would say, hated decisions in Walking Dead history.
I wouldn't trust him to get my Taco Bell order right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know, man.
You can't trust anybody to get your Taco Bell order right, because you're so picky about everything you eat. Like, I want this, but I don't want that. I want a little of this. So, I mean, that's really anybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you're right. Scott Gimple does not have the best track record when it comes to things such as writing.
Yeah.
He's done some he's had some cool moments. So you give him. I mean, I think he was at the helm. I'm almost 100% positive when Herschel's death came, and that episode is one of my favorite episodes in Walking Dead history. The dude's got, but I guess, you throw enough darts, eventually one's going to hit the bullseye. But it does, most of his other stuff is just kind of. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Some people are really okay with the whole action. I don't want it to just be completely out of character for Rick.
Yeah, I hope it's not. I know they're going to kind of drop him into a larger world, so to speak. I hope they don't turn him into James Bond.
That's what I'm scared of, man. Don't give him skills he don't have.
Right.
I want Rick Grimes.
Yeah.
I don't want him to be like, my name's Grimes, Rick Grimes.
Right, yeah. I mean, keep like you said, keep it true to the character and the narrative. It will be cool, though, to see kind of like a larger scope of things. I'm sure.
I will take you down, Dr. Octopussy.
Oh, God, I thought you were getting ready to throw him into Spider-Man as well.
No. But yeah, I don't even know if Octopussy is a thing. I've never.
It was one of the movies.
Pierce Brosnan is my James Bond, and you can just deal with it.
Right? He wasn't a doctor.
Right. I think it was just Octopussy. I didn't watch. I'm not going to say I've never seen the old ones, but I haven't seen a lot of them, and I don't remember much.
I used to love it when it was either TNT or TBS would replay them for like 2 weeks. It'd be nothing but James Bond movies.
I loved GoldenEye.
Yeah, I love
both the game and the movie. Yeah. But yeah, so we do have the first one slated to hit theaters, and I guess, like you said, it's going to depend on how that does. What I've read too is that they're really trying to make this to where you don't have to have seen the show to watch the movie.
Right.
Screw that. I know that makes me sound short-sighted, but I mean, I don't. Stuff like that makes me nervous, man. Whenever companies are like, we're doing newer and bigger, whatever. I'm like, no, that just means that you don't want to stick to what's worked. You want to try something new, and I'm worried that I don't know, and maybe I felt that way with the Resident Evil 2 remake, the video game. I was like, they're going to try, because they were like, you don't have to have played the old ones to enjoy this one. And I thought, oh, no, man, don't cater to these people. Right. Give us the fans what we want.
Yeah.
But alas, it was an incredible game and my favorite of last year. So I'm not saying that, it's a guaranteed flop if they go that route, but I just worry. You got to remember, Scott Gimple is at the helm of this thing. And I want my Rick. I want my Rick Grimes.
Yeah, man. Hopefully he's got some ace, writers. Oh, is he directing or is he just like the overall
I think
producer?
He's overall.
So we probably don't know who's directing at this point.
I mean, if they want to make the mission, got to get back to my Dare Bear. I'd be okay with that.
Now that I'd go and watch.
Right. It's like one man's mission to get back to his man crush. Well, yeah, I guess it would be a man crush. Daryl, Rick, I love you. I only like you as a friend, Daryl, but I love you as a brother.
Yeah, I would go see. I kind of feel like this maybe should be on Lifetime, but even still, I think it'd be a good flick.
A love not even distance can conquer. Sometimes I walk out and look up at the moon and wonder if Rick's looking at the same moon. Sometimes I walk out and look at the moon and wonder if Dare Bear's looking at the same moon. Mm-hmm. I just imagine the trailer. Like Michonne, Judith, RJ are all like, whenever he comes back. I mean, they say he's not, but they will just say he is. But yeah. It's like, Rick! And this time, whereas last time he hugged Carl and Lori, this time he just like shoves him to the side. He's like, Daryl! I've been all around the world to get back to your dirty ass.
Yeah.
I don't know,
That should be his main mission, man. He even has a chance to he finds the vaccine to the zombie virus, but he's just like, nope, I'm just,
Rick Grimes, you can A, solve the world zombie apocalypse problem by transporting this vaccine to blah, blah, blah. Or you can get back to Daryl Dixon. That's not even a question.
Yeah.
I want my Dare Bear. I won't ask again.
I think that'd be an easy choice for anyone.
Do we think that Lenny James is going to be in these movies? Do we think that Morgan is going to be in the Rick Grimes movies? Because of what I've read, and keep in mind, a lot of what we're saying in this podcast is speculation.
Sure.
But I've read a lot of people, because Morgan looks doomed.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, if he does die, and I mean, I do think more people need to start dying in these shows. I think they kind of made it so safe, and you just know that someone's going to die. Hey, it's going to be a finale or premiere. Somebody might die. Otherwise, main characters are safe. But with that said, don't do Morgan that way. You already put him on a show that's mediocre at best. Taking his character with all of this this interesting, backstory and everything going from The Walking Dead to putting him on this one. I don't know. Like, don't kill my boy that way. It's a crappy way for him to go. He's been done. You already put him on a show that he really didn't need to be on. I would have just assumed he died in The Walking Dead, a very memorable death, than to, go to Fear and give us some of the most boring Walking Dead universe.
Yeah, definitely. Just don't oversaturate the movies with just random cameos from the Walking Dead shows.
See, I'm the opposite. I want cameos. That makes it for me.
Yeah.
Like I want Morgan, and I don't really care about Jadis being in it, to be completely honest with you. But I want Morgan. I think Morgan and Michonne being in it at some point would be really cool.
Yeah.
We could have the boys are back in town could play as Morgan and Rick conquer that Tricell or whatever. What is the name of the? Do you remember what's the name of this organization?
Have we got an official name for it?
I thought so. Yeah. Of course we don't have it 'cause we're terrible. Yeah. Well, I don't know why we podcast about The Walking Dead. We never know anything. But it's I don't know. Like we could have them taking this helicopter having ass company while the boys are back in town are playing.
Yeah, that would do it for me too.
So you don't want so you and I are complete opposite, what's new, but you don't want cameos at all.
I don't want
So you want just Rick with a bunch of new people?
I'd be okay, if at some point Michonne, found her way on there. But yeah, I want to see him, kind of a fish out of water kind of tale,
I mean, I don't. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, of course I want that. But I mean, I don't think that means we can't have a cameo every now and again. I mean, we love cameos in Marvel. You love cameos in Marvel movies.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't want the entire fucking cast to come to this. You know what I mean? Like that'd be like, well, then why don't we just do this shit on the show?
Right.
But what I'm saying is, I just think I want it. Also, too, it's Scott Gimple. I want it to fit in the narrative. I want Morgan to get picked up and taken to the movies, just because Morgan doesn't deserve to die the crappy death they're providing him on Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are saying that Sherry's going to rescue him at the last minute.
Yeah, well, I've saw where she's joined the cast.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm sure it'll be a lame cop-out kind of thing, because that's what Fear has become, sadly. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the movies definitely have a lot of potential. It's just making sure the right people are making the right decisions about. And
I don't think they will.
Yeah, probably not.
Don't put Scott Gimple could barely run a TV show, man. Don't put him in. I mean, I'm not saying the guy doesn't have good ideas, and I mean he's produced some moments that we've all enjoyed, but.
Yeah, well,
I just don't like some of the most reviled moments of The Walking Dead were under this man's leadership. So let's not put him in charge of the first ever Walking Dead movie.
Yeah, man, and who knows? Maybe a movie will be a better fit for him. Some writers are better at long format storytelling. Other writers are more suited for little short story kind of stuff. Who knows? Maybe he'll surprise us all.
I would love to be surprised.
And I hope it's rated R. That's my, So we'll see.
I feel like I'm bitching needlessly about Scott Gimple. I worry with Scott Gimple at the
It's
helm.
hard not to, man. He's caused us a lot of distress in the past. So you're,
I don't know. What about
this battered wife?
What about this world beyond? Are you excited for that?
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm sure it'll kind of sort of play into the overarching Commonwealth thing from the comic, and that'll be cool.
Like a battered wife. See, I'm kind of worried that it's going to be very much like. I don't want it to go the way of Fear the Walking Dead. Like,
no, me neither, man.
And that's the thing. I feel like people are going to listen to this and think what I'm saying by the Rick movies is by JP's fish out of water comment that I want everything to stay the same. No, I want some new stuff. I just want it done right, man. And like with this show, I mean, I do something different than The Walking Dead, but just do it right.
Yeah, man. Like I said, there's a potential for this to be awesome, dynamite, out of this world. But will they get it to where it needs to be?
I just want Rick to be Rick, man. Don't write him as a new character. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't give him skills he doesn't have and yada. Don't Hollywood him up, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But, I mean, he's in a movie, so you got to Hollywood him up to an extent. But, I mean, I just want Rick Grimes to be Rick Grimes. That's really, at the end of the day, that's all I really want. Rick Grimes to be Rick Grimes. Don't change his character, and hope we won't notice.
Well, I'm sure when it does come out, we'll be podcasting about it. I mean, we need to be at the first showing, man. I'm sure we will.
We could do a live podcast afterwards.
Yeah, we will do it.
We've said that for everything from...
Yeah, but this we got to.
We've said we would do a live podcast before and after every premiere and finale, and I don't think we've only done one.
Yeah, but this one we definitely got to. No way around it.
Oh, yeah. No, I would love to on this one.
So... I don't know, man. I'm stoked. A little cautious, but stoked nonetheless. And we'll see. We'll see what news comes up. It's still got a long way to go before it's in theater. So
yeah,
I'm sure there'll be more news and more to talk about. God only knows what the trailer's going to look like. So
yeah, and I would love a trailer. I know that they've basically the only promotion they've done so far, the only thing they've really given us is this little picture that has it's drawn and it has helicopters on it and stuff. But
yeah,
I'm excited for a trailer. I hope I'm as excited about it as I was when I saw the Resident Evil 3 trailer.
Yeah, man. We'll see. We'll see what it holds.
Yeah, but let us know your thoughts. Fill us in on the blanks and let us know why we should love this movie, why we have no reason to worry, and why it's going to be amazing, or if it's going to be terrible, tell us why it's going to be terrible.
Yeah, either way.
I'm going into it with an open mind because trust and believe me, man, I'm not one of these hipsters that wants to critique everything. I want it to be good.
Yeah, it could knock our socks off.
I don't want to walk out of the theater not happy. Nothing would make me happier than to be coming from that movie to podcast with you and tell you just how incredible it was.
I hope so.
But anyways, maybe I'm just bitching for no reason, but we hope that Scott Gimple will give us a great movie, and I will reserve judgment, even though I just spent the last 14 minutes passing lots of judgment. From here forward, I will withhold judgment, and,
Hey, time will tell, right?
Yeah, we hope. Well, we'll see you on Wednesday where we talk about anything conspiracy, paranormal. I think as of right now, we're talking about the whole Havana noise Cuban thing.
I'm intrigued.
It's interesting. We're talking about that unless something more interesting comes along. So join us as we get into the weird every Wednesday right here on the Podcasting Dead. Until then, we'll see you on Patreon tomorrow. Yep. Hopefully, if you want to go check that out. I'm Justin.
I'm JP.
And we're the Podcasting Dead.